So what would be considered normal here in Bangkok, in Thailand, that wouldn't be so much in the West? We're gonna show you and talk about it next. You ready? Let's go. Hey, what's up? It's JJ, the Lonely Bull in Asia, and we are going to talk about normal things in Bangkok that you don't see in the West, generally speaking. Or maybe you haven't for a while. First thing on my list is big parks that doesn't have any homeless people. I mean, it's been a tragedy in the US of all these beautiful parks in these cities, and they're just cluttered with homeless camps. Here, this is Lumpini Park. This is like the Central Park of Bangkok. This is like the park that would be like Central Park in New York City, only without the homeless people. It's a beautiful park. It's large. There's lots of people every day. They come out here to relax. They come out here to exercise. It's nice and shaded. It's very green in the middle of a large city. You know, and you see me at different parks. You see me at Benjikiti Park and Benjisiri Park, but I don't think I've done any videos on my channel from Lumpini. But you can see how peaceful it is here, how beautiful it is, very serene, very green. So if you want to get some oxygen into your veins, come out here where there's all this greenery. You'll breathe a little better. Maybe just a stray cat, a couple of crows, some fish, and the occasional monitor lizard. Other than that, very peaceful. Another thing that's normal here in Thailand and in Bangkok that's probably not in the West, prices. Things are cheaper here. Even though it's gone up in price in a lot of areas, especially here in Bangkok, you can still get cheap rentals, cheap food, cheap clothes, cheap merchandise. You may get a double standard on costs of things. So like if you go to a national park or you go somewhere, you may get charged a foreigner rate rather than the local rate. Don't take offense to it. That's just the way things are. It's common. Okay, so if you don't like getting charged extra more than what the locals get charged, then I guess just avoid those parks and avoid those areas where they charge you that. But you know what? It's not a big deal to me. It's not that much, you know, extra 100 baht, you know, $3, something like that. You can do it. I do it. You can do it. So, but that's something, cheap things here in Thailand that you probably won't see in the West. Another thing that's pretty normal here in Thailand, especially in the bigger cities, you got huge malls everywhere. Malls are big here. You know, back in the US, malls are a thing of the past pretty much. You don't really see a lot of big malls anymore. They kind of got taken over by a bad element, and now nobody goes there anymore. So now they've kind of changed. But here, malls are huge. They're big, they're beautiful, they're busy, it's fun, and you can find it pretty much anything you want in the malls here in Thailand. Another thing is you don't need transportation if you're in a big city like Bangkok. They've got great public transportation. They've got the BTS, SkyRail, They've got the MRT subway. They've got taxis, Grab and Bolt, which is like the Uber of Thailand or Southeast Asia. You can ride the tuk-tuks. You can get, if you want to get somewhere real fast, get on the back of a bike and you can get from point A to point B in no time. But it can be a little harrowing at times. So you gotta be a brave soul to do that. But it's super cheap and transportation is cheap, easily accessible, and very, very convenient. Also, something that's normal here that has really changed and you don't see that much in the West, especially in the US. You can actually talk to people on the street. You pass someone on the street, you smile at them and they smile back. You say "Sawadee Cup," they'll say "Sawadee Cup" right back. It's a very, very friendly nation. It's that Buddhist culture that really has that vibe of very friendly people. They're always smiling. It's the land of smiles, and you're going to find that when you get here. Just smile back at them, and they're going to be very friendly to you. And then there's the street food. So this is Jod Fairs. This is the new location. It moved from the old location, which was outside of Central Ramanai. Now they've got these beautiful booths set up everywhere. Very nice. Lots of good food. Excellent, thank you. This is just a neat place to go. Now the prices will be a little higher here, just because you're paying for the atmosphere, but you can still get some pretty decent deals. Now, right outside are street vendors that aren't part of Jod Fairs, and you can buy things there. You can get food, merchandise there, super cheap. But here it's not bad. Let's check some prices here. Let's find some good Thai. So we got stir-fried. Oops, sorry. Sawadee Cup. 80 baht. 70 and 80 baht. So less than 250 for a meal. Not a bad deal for a meal. Sawadee Cup. Sabai di mai. Hello, Sawadee Cup. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about that's normal here that you don't see in the West. It's super safe. I mean, this is a huge city, but it's very safe. I mean, I've got my gear bag right here. It's got, oh, what I estimate, probably $500 or $600 worth of gear in there. I've forgotten it 3 times here in Bangkok, and every time I've gone back, it's been there waiting for me. And one time I was at Chatuchak Weekend Market, and I couldn't go back until the next day because they had already closed. And it was there, the lady, the owner of the restaurant that I ate at and left it at. She saw me when I walked in, and she knew, and she had it hanging up on a post waiting for me. Super safe. I've gone to markets like this or up in Terminal 21 at the food court. And it's really busy there during lunch hour. So if you can find a seat, you grab it quick. And so I put my stuff on there, and then I go get my meal, and that could be sitting there for like 15 minutes. Oh, two cup. That's my dinner tomorrow. But that could be sitting there for 15 minutes before I get back, and it's untouched. Nobody ever takes it. So the only people I worry about are the foreigners. I never worry about the local Thai taking any of my stuff. So that's kind of neat too. So, and last but not least, things that are normal here that aren't in the U.S. Cash is still king here in Thailand. Now, you can go to some of the restaurants and stuff around Bangkok and the bigger cities, and they'll take your card, their credit card. But a lot of these street vendors, they don't take cards, so you got to pay with cash. You know, whether you're getting food or clothes or whatever merchandise. So always carry some cash with you just to be safe, and then you're in good shape. So there's my list. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And as always, live life, my friend, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Chong Kao.